Welcome to the Built on Referrals podcast. This week, we're going to talk about when to use AI and when not to use AI as a professional who prioritizes relationships. And I'm going to share with the story, actually a friend of mine, someone who I have huge respect for. I just think he was out of alignment when he shared this with me. He said, Justin, you're not going to believe this. I found this most amazing AI technology. It will call your clients and it will gather from them all of the information you've always wanted, their birthdays, their anniversaries, all those things, so that when you go to sell your business, you actually have data about these clients that somebody else will find valuable as they try to build a relationship. I don't know if you're seeing the problems with this that I immediately saw. And let me begin by sharing the principle, which is you can be efficient with things, but don't be efficient with people. And the reason why this is so important right here is because we should be using AI as relationship-based people who are building a business by referral, yet embracing today's modern technology. Is that we should be using AI in order to make us more frequent and more valuable in the lives of people when we are with them. It should not be designed to replace us. Now, I get that there's all kinds of tools out there in order to warm up cold leads, to get them into conversations with us, right? If that's your business model, I get it. You're not necessarily trying to create relationships with those people, right? You're just trying to warm up leads and find out with whom you should be building a relationship with. I get that. For those of you that don't have that kind of business, and I would probably guess that most of you do not have some lead source and you're trying to filter through all of the noise to find out with whom you should be building a business with. But most of you actually have a database of 300 to 700 people who you're really loving on and you're staying in contact with. This technology, as described by my friend, would not be a proper application in order to deepen a relationship. I mean, I want you to think about it this way. If you were to have an AI agent that you could tell was not the person who you have a relationship with saying, hey, this is Susie, right? Susie AI, or maybe it was disguised as just Susie. I'm calling on behalf of your name in order to get some updated information so that we can be sure and serve you better. When is your birthday? When is your anniversary? Like, you would not give that over the phone, first and foremost. And secondly, would that really deepen a relationship? Again, for the purpose of having a database, which was how it was positioned, is to more deepen a relationship with a database so that you could then transfer and sell that to somebody else. My question to you is, if you're really selling relationships, is having a robot call and ask for someone's personal information, even important life events, does that really deepen a relationship, or does it say that you're not worth my time to actually call and find these things out for myself? I'm just doing it so that I can sell you to somebody else? Anyway, I have a quick question for you. Are you capturing the referral opportunities that are already within reach, or are you letting them slip through the cracks? Take 2 minutes at builtonreferrals.com/referral score. You'll get a referral score out of 100, quick steps to improve, and we'll send you a copy of the Upstream model, both a digital copy and an audio version. Go to builtonreferrals.com/referral score. Maybe I don't need to say anything else, but again, I want to go back to the principle that I'm absolutely for, and one of the key purposes of this podcast is to help you to build a modern business on a timeless foundation. And yet we can't forget what that timeless foundation is, which is its relationships. And so all of the modernness of a business should be designed to bring us back to what is at the core, at the foundation of the business, which is deepening relationships, deepening and improving service. So when you're looking at all of these shiny AI tools and offerings and things that are coming at us nonstop, we have to ask ourselves the question, can those things take care of my back office so I can spend more time in the front office? In other words, out with people. Because if that's true, if you can actually find the technology, utilize the technology that allows you to spend less time doing all the behind the scenes stuff so that you can spend more time out with people, and when you're out with those people, you're actually more valuable because you've leveraged those tools to make you more insightful, right? More helpful, more valuable. That is the proper use of AI. It's not to replace yourself in those conversations. It's to enhance yourself, right? To make yourself better. Now, my encouragement to you is you should run every AI offer, bell, ding dong, like whistle, shiny object that you hear through that. Is this going to free up my time so that I can spend more time in relationships? Because the other thing that my friend said, he said, boy, I know I should have made these calls for 30 years, but I haven't. So I'm not going to start doing it now. And my comment is that then you actually don't want to have a relationship with these people, right? Which is okay. Just call it what it is, but don't try and outsource it to somebody else. It's like telling your spouse, right? Like, I'm going to have a robot step in for me here. Sorry, I know I should have treated you like more like nicer for the past 2 decades, but I didn't want to, so I'm gonna have somebody else do it for me. So anyway, in other words, you can see very quickly how that doesn't work with people who you have a true relationship with. It's not gonna work with people who you wanna have even a business relationship with. So don't do that. Focus on, again, stuff that can take care of the back office so you can spend more time, be more valuable with the people, right? People are what matter most. And so don't forget that, and don't outsource them to something else. Outsource all the stuff that's maybe keeping you away from them. So thanks for tuning in this week. Stay tuned next week, and our next episode could even be sooner than next week, for more tips on how to build a modern business on a timeless foundation. Talk soon, friends.